Well, we're trying to tell the future today of travel, but if we'd like to go old school and have your palm read to find out, you're in luck. Please welcome to the stage an avid palm reader, co-founder and CEO of AllTheRooms, Joe DiTomaso.
Hi, good evening. My name is Joseph DiTomaso, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of AllTheRooms, the world's largest accommodation search engine. Our mission is simply to aggregate and catalog every room on the planet. Now, what does that mean? It means if there's a hammock somewhere in the Caribbean, a couch somewhere in New York City, a five-star hotel in Hong Kong, or even a three-bedroom flat in London, you'll find that accommodation, you'll find that inventory on our site. Because of that mission, because of that philosophy, we've been described as the Google of accommodation search, or maybe even the Amazon of accommodation search. You come to one site, you put in your search parameters, and we'll show you every available accommodation for that particular location and destination. Now, how does that compare and contrast? Well, I like to say that the guy with the gray smile and the gray shirt and the gray hair gets on TV and tells you how wonderful Trivago is and how he aggregates all of these rooms. Well, in reality, he only aggregates hotels. And in reality, he only showcases rooms that pay him the highest fee. Hence, the consumer never actually gets access to everything. Where he has about 600,000 accommodations on his site, today AllTheRooms aggregates over 16.5 million accommodations around the globe. That's approximately 62% of the global inventory that's available. That's substantially larger than any other OTA, meta search engine, or search engine on the planet. When we aggregate everything from couch all the way through castle. Now, because of this infrastructure that we've created, you can think about AllTheRooms in terms of our digital footprint the way you would think about a massive tree. Now, you can think about the alltherooms.com domain as the trunk of the tree, and then you can think about the branches of the tree as AllTheRooms Rincon, Puerto Rico, or AllTheRooms New York City, or AllTheRooms Clearwater. And then you can think about another sub-level of branches on the tree with respect to all of the inventory. So all of the hotels in Clearwater, all the vacation rentals or couches or houseboats or every kind of inventory that's available. So what our digital footprint looks like, it looks like this really, really big tree. Now, TripAdvisor has a big tree as well. They're obviously a little bit older and have been around a lot longer, but their tree is a lot more narrow. They don't necessarily have all the rooms. They only have some hotels, and they only have some vacation rentals. Yet, they generate about 440 million visitors a month. 98.5% of that traffic is organic, and they generate around 30 cents in revenue per visitor. And it's about an $8 billion company. Now, why is it that they have so much traffic? They get so much traffic because of all the user-generated content that is produced on their site. Where AllTheRooms is a bigger tree in terms of its infrastructure, it's a younger tree. We necessarily don't have as much content. The vision for AllTheRooms is to democratize both Wall Street and the internet at the same time, to give back to everyone in this room, everyone in Clearwater, and everyone around the planet back a piece of the internet that they themselves helped to create. And this is how we're going to do it. Over the summation of your lives, over the integral of your life, you both create and you consume. When you create something, you get compensated for that creation, and when you consume something, you compensate somebody else for their creation. You have a job, you work, you create something, you get paid for what you do. You go out to dinner that night, you have a nice meal, you buy a nice bottle of wine, you pay somebody else for their creation. Now, over the summation of your life, those credits and debits even out. And at the end of that lifespan, you either have a massive credit or a massive debit, and that's the way it goes. Well, the internet comes along, and you create on the internet all the time. You upload images, you upload videos, you upload short tweets, long-form content, likes, upvotes, and downvotes, but you never incur the value of that content that you create. You can think about it as micro-contributions over your lifespan. Now, those micro-contributions, in and of themselves, in a one-off basis, don't seem like much, but when you add them up over your lifespan, when you add them up over the summation of the summations of all the people in this room, all the people in Clearwater, and all the people on the planet, it actually adds up to significant value. We know that. TripAdvisor is an $8 billion company, Yelp's a $2 billion company, Instagram, Facebook, and dozens of others have value creation associated with what's contributed and created by the individuals in this room. The vision for us is this, is when you come to all the rooms and you help me color in this tree. Now, I can do it myself with programmatic content. I can do it myself with content writers that I can hire. But the vision is to give everyone in this room and everyone around the planet a box of crayons, and they're going to help me color in this tree themselves. And when they do it, I'm going to compensate them for it. I'm going to give them back a piece of what's been stolen from them. And we do it like this. When you come and you contribute, I'm going to give you an All the Rooms token. And that All the Rooms token is going to be based upon a mathematical framework to make sure that content is created ubiquitously. It's going to be valued the way an option would be valued, with intrinsic value and extrinsic value. But the most important part is this, is that when you actually contribute value to our site, and you actually are exchanging life points for virtual points. Imagine your screen where you're actually contributing value. You're taking time, energy, words, creation, and you're contributing value that sits on the internet that has been historically going to somebody else. I give it back to you. And I give it back to you by, in essence, backing. The same way that at one point in time in the US history, the US dollar was backed by a gold standard. I will back All the Rooms tokens with direct equity interest in All the Rooms itself. So every individual here who contributes will actually get a piece of not just All the Rooms, but of the internet themselves. If the CEO of TripAdvisor was here on stage with me, I would tell him to give back everything that he stole. His $7 billion public equity valuation is based upon all of the content that was contributed to his site over its lifespan. Content that was created by individuals in this room, and content that was created by individuals across the planet. In essence, we'll be creating a virtual country where everyone can contribute and get back a piece of what they've created themselves. With that, my name is Joseph DiTomaso, co-founder and CEO of AllTheRooms. I appreciate your time and attention.
Joe, man, that's stunning. You're going to democratize the internet and Wall Street. What are you going to do the rest of the day?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Go hang out on the beach.
That's a super ambitious thing. I'm going to dig back into something real quick. It's a heady presentation. It's a heady idea.
Sure.
I think it's the first time I've ever heard someone say that TripAdvisor stole from us, but that's very provocative. Your presentation, right, is a big idea. Is it attainable, taking back the internet? Taking it back from what? From us giving free things? Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah, what I'm getting at is that, think about it this way. If you knew what you knew about Facebook today, which we all know about, and we rewound the clock 15 years, and I said, I'm going to give you micro shares of this company called Facebook. And those micro shares are going to correlate with the amount of content that you produce, with the amount of images you produce, with the amount of friends you bring into this ecosystem. What would you do?
Yeah.
Right, you'd spend more time on that. So the point really is that you've been contributing your entire lives to the internet, and you do it on a micro-transaction basis. And over the summation of your life, that adds to significant value, but that belongs to you. It doesn't belong to anyone else. Now, the technology at the time didn't exist for TripAdvisor and others to do it. It exists now. And the beautiful thing about it is that there is a way, both from a legal perspective and from a technical perspective, to make that happen and happen right now.
Well, if contributing to the internet is going to make you rich, my niece is going to be a millionaire. Joe Tomaso, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
DiTomaso, thank you very much.
Thank you.